15 November 1980, evening session continued.
Whatever I talk, whatever I have talked on the fundamental, on the gold. All other things, all other talk will be a golden ornament. See gold, out of which everything is made. For the ornament there are various names, as you have various bodily names. If you consider yourself as a body, that name applies to you. But I want to tell you, you are not this body form or that name. You are the very gold. You are the very consciousness. Out of your consciousness, all these forms are made. To carry out your practical worldly life, it's very necessary you give various names and titles to various objects, to various persons. So the principle that replies to all the questions is same principle. The consciousness. I will give honor to God and God. So if the knowledge you are, the consciousness is not there, no worldly life, no world, nothing is. Today's sentence, today's word is not for tomorrow. So long as the knowingness does not recognize or understand the knowingness, we are sure to have death. Who is most knowledgeably accomplished, except the knowledge you are? Who could be full of knowledge, except the knowledge you are? Once the knowingness or the consciousness knows consciousness, the personality is dissolved. In this knowingness, it is all manifestation only. The vital bullet might hit the body might drop down dead. But if the knowledge knows the knowledge is not going to die. Knowledge will merge with absolute. I am sure you have understood my talk very well. You have digested my talk also. But the only obstacle presently is your identity with the body. Your intimacy with the body. Knowledgeably, your knowledge, I am, is infinite. But you have made a fragment of it, you have conditioned it by your intimacy with the body. You have put a barricade around it.
consciousness confined to a body.
म्हणजे आम्ही आपली जाणीव देहापुरती ठेवली आहे. देह म्हणजेच मी ही जाणीव ठेवून घेतली. येस, दॅट इज द मिस्टेक. हो, जाणीव लक्षात घ्यायला आपण ते जगाला the process is like this. Your consciousness, when it knows it is I am, it covers the entire universe of yours, and the remnant of the leftover is in you as I am. Having covered the entire area, then the leftover is in you as I am. It has already done that. Although you have been very lucky to listen to such talks, profound talks, nevertheless you would like to die with your body on. अभाव होता मी मानतो हे फार मानतो. देहाचा अभाव होतोय, कालाचा अभाव होतोय, आत्मा मी मानतो, अहंकार मानतो. We are so much deeply convinced about our death. The moment the vital breath is going, we are sure we are going to die. That is a very firm conviction about death. आत्मा मला आत्मा हा आत्मा शब्दामध्ये समजून बदलून जातात. हो हो, जन्म म्हणजे आत्मा. Now it is keep aside that word consciousness and accept that word Atman, the self. As I understand, the moment you think of consciousness, you are trying to project out. When it says self or the Atman, Atman means whatever the interior inside deep for you, you try to become inward, introverted. Consciousness and manifestation word, you are oriented outside. The knowledge means I am. I. Now, stabilize this I am. I am. He doesn't use that word I, he says we. We are. He says we are.
The self, there is then only one self in this entire universe, or the realization of self is all the same self. Your self, myself, or your consciousness, my consciousness, is all the same consciousness.
माझी जाणीव, तुझी जाणीव, त्याची जाणीव म्हणजे एकच जाणीव ना. तुझी जाणीव एकच का? Is it in fragmentation? Is it in pieces? Consciousness means one homogeneous, one consciousness. There are no fragment or pieces of it. Because your measure or yardstick is the body, that's why you have fragmented the consciousness. Oh. The space, Mahadakash. What is that Mahadakash? Mahadakash, you are the consciousness only.
Confined to the body that we think we are.
You are confined to the body.
That is conscious, thinking that we are confined to the body. Just now, Maharaj has turned me down and said this confinement points to the Atman.
No, you don't think in body. He said you keep aside that word consciousness. Now, accept the word as self. We are-ness. We are. You know, the moment you think of consciousness, we think of consciousness with the word, etc. Because we are oriented outside. So probably because of that, because we have to be inward. I amness, the core, the touch of I amness. There we have to stabilize. Just I said the Atman. जाणीवानी देह पुन्हा म्हणून बसला होता. मी त्याला महाराज सांगितलं जाणीव शब्द सोडून दे आत्मन आम्ही आत्मा आत्मा आपण that knowledgeable knowingness I am or we are आणि आपलं नाव आलं बोलतो जाणून बघून येणार नाही. Yes, the moment he says, why I am using now we-are-ness. We-are-ness is applied to yourself. You are part and parcel of it. Whatever I say. Consciousness, you try to say objectively. That is the consciousness. You don't apply to yourself. आत्मा जरा म्हणतो वेगवेगळे म्हणतो. Marathi words, appropriate Marathi words which he is using cannot be communicated. The knowledge that you are, that itself is that knowledge. Now, who is sitting for meditation? Suppose you are sitting for meditation. Who is sitting for meditation? That knowledge, self-knowledge. That I am-ness or we are-ness. You get the feel that I am the knowledge, I am in meditating on I am the knowledge. That is the correct approach, correct understanding. जब ज्ञानाचा लय होता है जानण्याने त्याचं व्यापक ज्ञान आहे ज्ञानाचं. आता हे जाणणारं ज्ञान त्याच्यामध्ये सामावतो ते जात नाही. Now he is giving a glimpse of the final lesson, a glimpse of it. He says now, this knowledge I am is getting diminished. Means, suppose the body is going to drop off. The knowledge I am also will diminish now. Now there is some principle which is witnessing this. So when this knowledge I am is dwindling or diminishing, what is happening is that it is merging into that witness principle, which is the ultimate, the absolute. We are obsessed by this word, this domineering word I am, I means immediately we are confined to this body, conditioned by this body. Therefore he says, you use that word apan. Apan means we are-ness. We are. We are means you will not confined to this body. We are. I was absolutely down. I was very weak. I was not able to sit also. That's why I was walking up and down, you see. Now observing my present condition, will anybody say I am sick or I am weak? त्याला काय केलं पण या ओळखीची सवय म्हणून या ओळखीची सवय राहतो
This habit that I am the body is so strong, he says, any amount of this knowledgeable teaching does not have any effect. To still embrace the body as I am.
The only illusion finally is to believe that one cannot be aware of itself.
One cannot be aware of itself. It is an illusion.
Finally, yes, it's an illusion. To believe that one is distracted is not aware of itself. That's the big enemy. One is completely aware of itself.
What is itself, whatever you are
Of oneself. Huh?
The self is aware of self.
No. And so finally, the last illusion of the mind is to believe that one cannot be aware of oneself. You don't understand?
आपल्या वर्गाचा मी मला कोणत्या
प्रश्न त्याने प्रश्न
तू ज्या ज्या ओळखीने प्रश्न विचारला की ज्या संदर्भातला ओळखीने प्रश्न विचारला
त्याला तू कल्पना मी काही समजून घेणे हाच भ्रम आहे असं तो सांगितलं. मी आता आहे हे समजणं म्हणजेच भ्रम आहे.
हे कोणत्या ओळखीने बोलतोय त्या कोणत्या ओळखीने बोलतोय ज्या ज्या ओळखीने हा प्रश्न बोल
नाही पण तो तिथपर्यंत तिकडे आला नव्हता देहाच्या आवाज नव्हता.
काय असं पण प्रश्न आला की
हॅमर यू ठीक आहे. फ्रॉम व्हॉट स्टँड पॉइंट डिड यू पोज द क्वेश्चन? इज इट फ्रॉम द बॉडी माइंड?
करू शकत नाही तो
He puts us always in a dilemma, you say. He asks you to pose a question. And the moment you pose a question, he says the question will always arise from body mind. So why did you pose a question from body mind?
सवय झाली आहे ऐकला मी आत्मा आहे ज्ञान धर्माने अजून व्यापार आहे वापर काय
Put the hammer. He says, come on, you ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you get out. Then if somebody is daring, you have to ask questions. So there he gets a blow. Oh, he is from body mind.
अज्ञान आहे सर्वज्ञान नाही
The self does not know itself without the instrument of body mind. The mind is essential for the self to know the self.
विचारलं जन्म प्रज्ञा ऐकण्यापूर्वी तुला जन्म झाला आहे ऐकण्यापूर्वी तुला सुखा दुःखाचा काय अनुभव हवा
In the morning I had posed this question. Before this title of birth was given to you that you are born, before your birth, what was your experience of pleasure and pain?
पण आत्मज्ञान प्रकाशमान झालाय
Oh, because of the body,
त्याला गरज नव्हती
because of the incidence of the body, the knowingness has appeared. I amness has appeared because of the imposition or the incidence of the body. Because the body is I amness.
तुला मला सुख दुःखाचा काय अनुभव होता
Did you have any experience of pleasure or pain before the imposition of the body, before the arrival of the body?
पण त्यानं मग सांगितलं होतं का जलखंड कशाला आले कशामुळे आले काल एवढंच बघा
Therefore in the morning also I had said, therefore inquire as to why this imposition of the body. How did this body happen to be? How the knowledge happened to be? What was the cause of that? Thoroughly investigate that. Why this did, what of this, the birth has happened? I am going to eject you very soon. Eject. You ask for a lease of life of 17 days only here. 17 days. And you are extending your life. I said you have to go after 2 days.
Makes you mourn.
So, probably sensation and sentiment. Is that witness the same as the witness where of the Maharaj song itself, telling that he is the witness of something hallucinating?
Same thing as the witness of the consciousness. Maharaj says witnessing the consciousness.
तो की महाराज म्हणतात की ही जाणीव आहे त्याचं साक्षीत्व आपण करता, जाणीवेचं साक्षीत्व आपण करता. आणि मला देखील माझ्या भावनांचं, माझ्या विचारांचं चांगलं साक्षीत्व घडत असतं. तर हे आणि ते साक्षीत्व एकच आहे का? येस, इट इज द
पाहुणे बनसेकर येणार नाही. हो.
समथिंग एल्स.
तुला म्हणजे आता जे जाणपण आहे ते सर्व जगामध्ये भरलेलं आहे. जाणपण आहे म्हणून त्यातून मला आवडतो. ते जवान करतो. आता ते जाणपण व्यापक असलेलं असं त्याला ओळख नाही. फक्त शरीरात फक्त घेऊन या चारपर्यंत वाटतात. जाणपण तुम्हाला तिथं मिळत होतं.
Consciousness is same, universal consciousness. But it expresses through various insects, worms, beings, animals, etc. Through the expression, the separation is felt, but consciousness is same. Since you posed a question downstairs, I don't know, Maharaj says, he says, while after going up, why should I fall at his feet or offer my salutations? Why should I offer my salutations?
Please, dear Maharaj, that I never posed that question. What I said was that Maharaj is a jnani, a complete jnani. So how does he like people to touch his feet? That is what I asked. Because of my great respect for him as against other so-called God men who say that they are Bhagwan. Maharaj never says that he's a Bhagwan. Maharaj hasn't got any offense. How does he like?
I wonder, why you should bring these controversial issues here. Huh? That is not the knowledge, you see. Why you is wearing only a pyran? Why you should not put a tie? Could it not be like that?
Because you see,
why you impose your views on him?
No, I don't know. You see, it's not that.
That is your definition of a jnani. That is your definition. You are conditioning a jnani. He should be like this. He should not take the salutation. He should raise his hand. That is your concept. Know what we are. We are not putting any disciplines on him. I can't understand why you bring already.
ती म्हणते जेवण करायला जायचं हात कशाला जायचं बिलकुल यायचं जेवण काय
Have you come here to discipline him? Then why do you criticize his behavior?
I am not criticizing
Then what?
him, not even least.
Calls him Bhagwan, he doesn't call himself, but he gets the salutation, all these things. We are not comparing with anybody, but what he gives us, we apply it to ourselves, and we try to understand ourselves, not him.
Please tell him that at the most, and yet I've come to most also.
We are not concerned with that, but you are unless raising some controversial issues, trying to improve him, trying to condition him according to your likings, which we don't like. Then what is the meaning of your asking, why do you accept salutation? Though you are a jnani, that means you have got some ideas of a jnani. The knowledge is, you must surrender all your ego, all your concepts about yourself, leave aside about others. If you give all the concepts, that giving up the concepts is known as sharana, falling at the feet. Follow me, you surrender your head, you surrender your concept, you surrender your ego. When you surrender your ego, then only you are able to assimilate the teachings of any jnana.
सरळ झालं म्हणजे आत्मार्पण करतो आणि आत्मार्पण करतो त्यांनी काय दिलं नाही सगळं दिलं
Surrendering means the surrendering the very self itself. When the self is surrendered, you get everything. You are everything. So all the obstacles, all the egos, all the concepts you have to surrender. That's the idea.
तुझ्या घरी पूर्णपणे तुला तिकडे जायचं येऊन मग आत्ता का देऊ प्रत्येक काळामध्ये प्रत्येक शिवाय चिन्ह आहे प्रत्येक काळामध्ये केली मुंबई सगळ्यामध्ये असतो सुद्धा मग पण त्याला ह्याच्याशिवाय ओळख नसते तू काय
The consciousness is universal. But the moment the consciousness expresses itself through the body, then only it knows itself. And but this knowingness immediately it classes the body as itself. It conditions by the body first, initially. But that consciousness is the very expression of the manifest godliness. It's the manifest consciousness only which expresses with the body.
आपलं महत्व आपला निर्वाह करतो बचावा करतो साहित्य साधन त्याच्याजवळ तो असण्याचे ज्ञान आणि हे ज्ञान अखिल जगामध्ये धरून आहे त्याला कुठल्यावर संज्ञा दिलेलं आहे पण हे ज्ञान ज्ञानावरती जाणीव
In every species, in every animal, every being, this very knowledge I am it is there. That alone takes care of the sustenance of the body, the maintenance of the body.
पूर्वजांनी ऐकण्याप्रमाणे आपण दुसरी झाली आपण हे संवेदन आहे ही श्रद्धा घेऊन जाऊ तो जगावर ख्यातीपूर्ण होतो
Anyone who follows the Guru's word, that is the knowledge I am itself is the manifest all-powerful knowledge. When anybody abides in these words with this idea that he is the very manifest principle, he reaches very high state spiritually.
जरा गरज प्रेम उत्पन्न कशाबद्दल आपल्या जाणवत्या जाणीबद्दल
Your ultimate need is the need for the self. You want to sustain that beingness or I amness. That is your ultimate need.
इजात झाल्यानंतर जगाची चैतन्य ज्ञान शक्ती ज्या ओळखीने जर तुला उत्पत्तीचा उपयोग करते
That very knowingness, that very consciousness is the manifest all-powerful principle. If you abide with this concept, you will become very powerful. You will be elevated to very high spiritual state.
तर त्यांची जाणीव मला नावा संकल्प केला एक तुला दुःख भोगावं आपण मला नावा संकल्प केला आहे तर तुला दुःख भोगावं जमीनच
That you-are-ness, that the very consciousness is immortal. It has no death. But by embracing the body, you have taken a vow for death. By identifying with the body, you are heading for death.
जगात कोणीकडे चैतन्य ज्ञान म्हणून पडलं पाहिलं आहे का?
Has anybody seen this vital consciousness falling down as a dead body?
त्याच्यामध्ये काय पडून जातं चैतन्य ज्ञान बंधनच होतं. ते चैतन्य ज्ञान आपण आहे त्या आठवण तुम्ही वागावं आपण मग
It's always the bodies which fall down as dead bodies, not the consciousness. Consciousness is always full, total in the universe.
देवाला करता येईल आज आपण काय खावं काय खाऊ नये हे कोण सांगतो तुम्हाला? तुमची जाणीवच ना. मग हे असं आहे तसं आहे तसं आहे ब्रह्मा अंत हे तुम्हाला तुमची जाणीव सांगणार. जाणीवेला बघा तुमचा गुरु म्हणून देव म्हणून ब्रह्म म्हणून आत्मा म्हणून
Who tells you or who guides you to conduct your daily life? It is your consciousness only. It is that all-powerful consciousness. Therefore, worship that consciousness. You are only, no other God.
शिवाय तुम्ही काय करता मृत्यूचा जबरात जाणार तुमच्या सकट.
Anything else you try, that means by embracing the body as your identity, you are sure to head towards death.
बोला ते.
Have I assumed the different forms and taken on unconsciousness? Is there a reason? I don't remember any reason why I have
असं
manifested.
काही कारण आहे का? ही जी जाणीव सर्वव्यापी जी जाणीव आहे ते जाणीवेने ही निर्णय रूप धारण केली. म्हणजे मी का धारण केली आहे ती?
स्वाभाविक स्वभाव.
इट्स ए नॅचरल अफेअर.
सूर्य उदय झालं तिकडे पकडणे हा जो त्याचा स्वभाव आहे स्वाभाविक तसा आहे.
It is the very nature of that consciousness to manifest itself in different forms.
हे अज्ञान हे स्वभाव आहे.
When the sun rises, the rays will spread all over. So it is as natural as that. There is no cause or reason.
तसा त्या ज्ञानशक्ती जाणण्याचा सगळ्यांना एकच उपयोग आहे आत्मज्ञान संरक्षण.
Now the sun is shining, all the rays are there. The utility of the light is universal. Utility of the sunlight is universal. Similarly, this consciousness is universal only. This universal consciousness presently through the body wants to sustain itself. As I am, that I am wants to sustain itself.
माणसाने बघ पण तुम्ही जर मुक्त कपली
Whatever I assume, that is that consciousness. According to that, you will develop. Universal consciousness.
It's in the body, right side. Without life or consciousness is not able to work itself independently. Both are unable to work independently.
When you say body without,
If it joins with the body, it can attack. So the union of consciousness and the body makes actually evil. Now the question occurs to me. Is this consciousness just like an electricity? If you join with any machine, the machine runs because it is nature. It is self-required. Gramophone, radio, anything of anything. It takes because electricity is there. Now, the consciousness works as electricity, unconcerned, and the body dances according to its nature. Or the consciousness makes it dance. I don't know.
हे म्हणतात की विजेचं बटन लावलं म्हणजे रेडिओ चालतो हे लावतं आणि अशी वीज अशी त्याला हे लागली स्पर्श झाला म्हणजे मग ही सगळी यंत्र चालतात. आता हे जाणीव जी आहे जाणीव एकटी काही काम करू शकत नाही. तिला शरीराशी संबंध आल्याशिवाय शरीराला ती जोडली गेल्याशिवाय.
उत्साहामध्ये जाणवेतून निर्माण होतात.
तेच सांगतो.
हो, तेच म्हणतात.
उत्साहामध्ये शरीर जाणवेतून निर्माण होतात.
हो,
तुम्ही जाणीव काय ओळखता?
निर्माण होतात ते म्हणतात. म्हणजे मग ही काही यंत्रासारखंच हे शरीर चालतं की ती जाणीव नाचवते.
यंत्रबाणा मंत्र म्हणा, पण ही कशाने बांधलेली स्वयं प्रकाशित आहे. कोणत्याही यंत्राने बांधले जात नाही. त्याचं काय तुम्ही ध्यान द्या. आता आजच्या म्हणण्यावर मी त्याचे चिंतन ध्यान करा, तुम्हाला नाना प्रकारचं ज्ञान होईल, नाना प्रकारच्या सिद्धी निर्माण होते. पण त्याच्यामध्ये गुंतू नका.
He says, if you worship that consciousness, as I am telling you, you will become all powerful. You will have the power for miracles, but don't get involved in that.
No, I understand that. Maharaj is nonsense. But this question,
It's all right. It has not gone to him. He has not received it.
सर्वशक्तिमान जाणीव आहे. That consciousness is all powerful and it itself acts. Not that after joining with the body to express.
No. Consciousness by alone it cannot act.
It cannot act.
It acts only through the body.
Yes, acts through the body, but of its own volition. What I mean to say is,
ते ज्ञान असेल काय प्रश्न करता? काय लाभ नाही वाटत तुम्हाला? देवदेव जेव्हा तुम्ही मला ज्ञान मूर्ती बोला पाहिजे. प्रश्न करता बदला पण नका करता.
You are that conscious.
ज्ञान म्हणजे ज्ञान तुम्ही आहात.
Full of
त्याला
knowledge.
आता मूळच आहे, लाखो आकार आहे.
It has million forms. It expresses through million forms.
मी तुम्हाला ज्ञान सोडून ज्ञान मुक्त बनवलेले आहे. तर म्हणून हे प्रश्न करता.
I look at you as that manifest consciousness only, not as an individual conditioned by the body.
पुन्हा पुन्हा देवबुद्धी देहाचा तुकडा आपण बघा जगती देव तू वापरते. तो कोणा देहा बघते का? तुला मी त्याला फोन करते लहानपणे जागी होऊन तो काल आला मी काय म्हणतो जागी म्हणजे काय ओळखतो?
Again and again you enter the body, and from the body mind you are asking me questions. This consciousness, it expresses through various species, ants, worms, etc. And later on it discards that body.
कधी एवढी की झाली उडून एवढं जाऊ बारीचं जमलं अख्खा शहर चालू होते खाली आमचं काय पावर.
Just a little switch, you switch on, and that electricity starts working through everything, through the whole thing.
लाखो माणसं काम करताय. स्विच केवढा आहे हो?
The switch is so small, like that you are in the switch of your universe.
ही कला तुझ्या कल्पनेत निर्माण झालेली आहे. बारीक सगळं झाले होते प्रत्येक तुम्ही असल्याचं ज्ञान.
These electrical instruments are developed through concepts and ideas, inventions. But this is self-effulgent, spontaneously it has come.
प्राण शक्ती, ज्ञान शक्ती, वाणी शक्ती, वेद शक्ती दोन्ही झाली. तुमची प्राण शक्ती झाली.
The motive force for language, for the vital breath, for knowledge is consciousness only.
तुम्हाला आम्ही समजवतो घेऊन जाणार येऊ नका. आपलं फुकट जाऊ नका. घेऊन जाऊ कला.
If you are able to really understand my talk, then only you come. Otherwise, don't waste your time.
झाले त्यावेळेस त्यावेळेला जी वाणी समज होती झाली. त्यावेळेला जी वाणी गो समज होती झाली.
The language of four Vedas, consciousness, Saraswati. Saraswati means again the knowledge, the consciousness.
only value.
Although we see 4 Vedas and 4 languages, it emanates from Saraswati. Saraswati means consciousness you are.
આખા દિવસ વાંચા વાંચેની સમજ નથી, બોલોજી.
All that flow of language, which is Saraswati river. From where? Consciousness only.
ઉપર તમે ના શીખવવા ને અત્યારે મને કહેતા અત્યારે ખૂબ કામ મને કીધું તો આત્મા મને કાય अपना मन चिंता जो आत्मा न वाणी चिंता जो है ना वे चिंता जो है ना वाणी चिंता जो है ना सरस्वती तुम्हारे लिए नहीं फूल माया तुम्हारे लिए नहीं ऐसा लगा बात.
He says, I am not going to start studies from kindergarten books. I take you to be that manifest consciousness only. My lessons will start from that level. I address to you as consciousness, not as an individual.
We are instructed to forget completely that we are identified with one of all. Would not that suggest that experience is beyond the body and not tied down to the body?
मी ही व्यक्त जाणीव आहे असंच आम्ही समजून घ्यायचं आणि तो आम्ही अनुभवायला पाहिजे. आणि देह मन मी नाही हे आपण सांगतात.
अनुभव.
हा म्हणजे हा जो अनुभव आहे देह मनाशिवाय हा अनुभव झाला ना.
पण कोटलावधी जेव्हा वापर करतो पण मी ज्ञानाबद्दल नाही केला.
Yes, it is an experience without this body. But nevertheless, that universal consciousness experiences itself through many bodies.
अखंडाला कशाचं बंधन आहे? वायूला कशाचं बंधन आहे? अग्नीला कशाचं बंधन आहे? पाण्याला कशाचं बंधन आहे? पृथ्वीला कशाचं बंधन आहे?
How can you restrain or condition the space? The same with the air. How can you condition the air? How can you condition the fire, the water, the earth? Can you restrict it? Any of these elements?
अग्नीला काय बंधन आहे? वायूला काय बंधन आहे? आकाश गंगा आकाश एवढी जाणलेलं काय बंधन?
And you are, that is the consciousness subtler than space even. So how can you restrict or condition it?
ज्ञान शब्द आपण आहे आणि ते ज्ञान व्यापक आहे. सेवन कोणतं काय सुंदर सेवा आमचा करा आकाशामध्ये जात पडत पाहिजे तो सुंदर ज्ञानाला जात पडतात.
अलिप्त.
That knowledge I am, that self-effulgent knowledge I am into the body. But it is not conditioned into the body. It is manifest consciousness.
म्हणजे मनाबाई कर्माने आकाशाला लाभ पडते.
By any good or bad actions of the human being, can it make a dent on the space? All these actions, can they make a dent on the space?
जाणून आकाशाचाही आत्मा आहे. आकाशाचे आदित्य आहे.
But the knowledge you are...
आकाश कोण म्हणणार झालेले?
हो.
हे आकाश म्हणणार कोण? ज्ञान शब्द झालेले जीवन.
The knowledge you are is subtler than the space even. It is the very soul of the space. Who can talk about the space except the knowledge you are? Only the knowledge you are can recognize the space.
हे आकाश आहे झालेले आपण म्हणणार.
Who else can say, except the knowledge you are, that this is the space or this is the sky?
तुम्ही ध्यान शक्ती जाणे फक्त आपण आहे.
You are
फेब्रुवारी 2 या दिवसाने राहा तुम्हाला सगळ्या जगाचं ज्ञान होईल.
You must understand, you are only the knowledge you are, the consciousness which is presently indwelling in this body. When you abide in this, the knowledge you are, then you will have the knowledge of the entire universe.
माझा अनुभव नाही, मरणाचा अनुभव नाही, तर जन्म तुम्ही पत्करला आहे आणि मरण तुम्ही नक्की केलेलं आहे.
Although in your true nature you have no experience of death or birth, presently by identifying with the body, you have accepted this birth and death.
काय तुमचं मरण कोणी नक्की केलेलं आहे मला
खूपच असते.
पण हे कोण म्हणतो तेव्हा
जाणीव
कधी त्याच्या जवळपास गेल्याशिवाय ज्ञानाच्या जवळपास गेल्याशिवाय म्हणतो ना.
She's getting revelations. That at all, it's merely a concept.
No, there is only fear of death.
Only fear of death. So Maharaj says, when you are close to your own self, when you are the self, when you are the consciousness, then there is no death.
कोण वखत मोठं मोठं प्राण गेला, अपघात झाल्याचा अनुभव मला येणार का? अपघात झाल्याचा अनुभव होणार नाही, प्राण गेला.
Secondly, I have no strength, no energy. Till I am talking. In the process of talking, suppose the vital breath quits. Do you think I am going to experience this accident of death?
मला पण त्यांनी जमलं आहे, आपण मोठं प्राण जाईल.
16th November 1980, morning session continued.
तो अपघात नाही माझा.
So if the vital breath quits, could it be accident?
तुम्ही आपल्या आवडीचा कब्जा कुठून घेता त्या करा.
To what extent?
कब्जा
He says, to what extent you take the charge of your true identity?
काय करा विभूत रंगणार.
There are millions of so-called sages or saints, but they will not disclose this.
ज्ञानाची गाथा बोलतात वाटतात.
They only repeat the word is spiritual jargon.
ओळखी गावात येऊ शकतात. ही ओळख नाही.
How far you are going to identify yourself truly?
अजून पैसे आले जगातल्या अनुभवाने ज्ञान संपन्न आहे. बरोबर.
All of you who have come here are well versed, well experienced in all worldly knowledge.
पण आत्मपरिचय आत्मज्ञानाचं मात्र समजा.
But you are a big zero as regards the spiritual self-knowledge. आपण सुद्धा आम्हाला शून्य करून टाकला.
जर तुम्ही झाले का समजा घेतला नाही, आपली गेली नाही, तो दुसरं काय आहे. पण आपली जी जेव्हा केली जाते तेव्हा अवघ्याने अवघी आपण आम्ही कळवतो.
Self, you are total. You are everything.
तुम्ही असं ज्ञान काही नाही आहे.
Oh, understand this way. The knowledge you are pervades everywhere. And the knowledge you are is also nothing.
देशाचा अभिमान, गावाचा अभिमान, देहाचा अभिमान, कर्माचा अभिमान घेऊन तुम्ही
You are actually the total manifest you are consciousness. But unfortunately, with your pride, you take the pride of a city, of a nation, of a village, and finally you take the pride of your own body. Hence you have become a petty thing.
ये भारतीय हिंदू मुसलमान नहीं है, ये फॉरेन का यूरोपियन है, कौन बनता है? बनता है क्या ना?
Now, suppose you say, oh, I am not a native Indian, but I am a foreigner. Who says this? Who is taking this pride?
तो दोस्त कर जाना, हम तुम्हारा को मिलती मन खाई नहीं आया, ऐसे खाते लगे।
Do you really think it tallies what your Maharaj is teaching? Then have you got the confirmation now that you are not going to have death?
तो मैं लगा अज्ञान में था, जाना भी समझ
Because in common parlance, in common language, I also might say that in about 4 or 5 days I am going to die. It doesn't mean I am talking through ignorance.
जन्म आणि मरण अनुभव भावनात्मक आहे. जगात जे सर्व धर्म पाळतात ते भावनात्मक आहे. तुमची भावना
Following any religion or creed, it's an emotional following. To believe in birth or death also is an emotional following, emotional understanding.
म्हणजे आपल्या भावनेत मानावं.
Oh.
एका घरामध्ये हे झाली अनेक माणसं आहेत, प्रत्येकजण त्याची पुस्तकाची भावना वेगळी आहे.
Each person acts according to his emotion or feeling. Each person will be having different feelings, different emotions.
अनुभव भावना प्रधान आहे, लक्षात ठेवून ठेवा.
एक अनुभव भावना प्रधान.
भावना प्रधान.
Whatever expression happens through you is an expression of your emotion, emotional outbursts only.
निर्माण पक्षात जर त्याच्यामध्ये माझ्याशिवाय कोणी नाही तर सगळ्यामध्ये मी जाणू जाणवतो भावी.
Millions of species, worms, insects, beings, persons are born.
व्यक्तीमध्ये
But in every being, I prevail. I am them. My consciousness prevails.
ज्ञान
Oh.
ज्ञान चैतन्य रोज वाणी वाहन रोज अपन जाने शिवाय जब दुनिया तक जाने से आज बदला
The knowledge.
दगड जाणवलं ते जाणवलं ते
हो.
त्याच्यामुळे जाणवलं माझी आहे लहान जाणवलं जाणता बोल जाणव लहान तेही जाणे केवळ नाही जाणे.
The knowledge I am, the consciousness, is termed by various titles like vital breath, the language, and so on and so forth. If you search the entire universe, you will get nothing else but the consciousness. Now we give an example. Suppose there is a stone. Who calls it a stone? Your consciousness calls it a stone. Suppose there is dirt. Your consciousness deciphers it as dirt. That means your consciousness is everywhere. When it assesses, your consciousness assesses that this is this, this is this. By doing nothing, just be. That is the most appropriate meditation. Just be. Do nothing, but just be.
आपण ज्या ज्ञानाला आपण ज्या जाणलेला काही जाणवत नसतं ते आपण आहे.
हो. That is the right meditation. When you stay put in consciousness, that is consciousness stays put in consciousness in no knowing state. That is most appropriate meditation.
तर तुम्ही राहिले जाणवते त्या जाणवल्याशिवाय जगात मला काय म्हणजे तर जात पिढीला तुम्ही आधी जाणून
To know everything in this world, first you must know you are. That you-arness is very necessary. With that you-arness only you understand everything in the universe.
जरी लागलेला मोठा कुटुंब आहे पण मात्र पंचमक चमक हजारो नावाने दिलेली आहे त्याच्यापासून झालेल्या उत्पत्तीला तसंही जाणीव आहे.
Now you use an example.
उत्पत्ती ह्याच्या झाली नाही मी नावाने नाही पण उत्पत्ती कशाची
Suppose you are the chief member of a joint family. All those family members are your creation. That means you are everything. All those people represent you only, with reference to you. Like that, in your universe, your consciousness is represented by everything.
समुद्र साधन काय बनवतात त्या छान कोणी मानला.
Although many persons claim to be great sadhus or sages or spiritual leaders, they will not bring you down to this point, to this thing.
Attention. I love, I pray, like that. Then Swarup.
Stabilize yourself in the attention that you are.
Attention.
Be that attention, that's all, nothing else. Start dropping down as dead. But there is no loss in the consciousness.
व्यापकाच्या ज्ञानच्या व्यापक म्हणणारच ना. म्हणून तो कळत नाही ना.
This is a manifest consciousness. Don't condition yourself. Don't entrench yourself in the body. Don't cramp yourself in the body. Be free and manifest. The idea of death. Then die at least with this idea or concept that I am the manifest.
आम्ही वायनाचं मानलं पाहिजे. हा सगळं अनुभव प्रामाणिक आहे. प्रामाणिक हे काय पाहिजे.
In the final analysis, you must come to the conclusion that all this experience is an illusion. This conviction you must have finally.
जगाची आठवण ओळख कोणते प्रामाणिक आहे. सहराचे सह तसंच राहिलं आपल्याला.
This is why I say this, because which experience has remained constant or continuous to you? Every experience is changing, every identity is changing.
हे पुष्कळ आहे अनुभव पुष्कळ आहे. काय जन्म करतो ना प्रामाणिक चालेल प्रमाणच नाही कोणत्या गोष्टी अप्रमाण कोणताही अनुभव देणार तुम्हाला घेऊन
In this manifest world, none of your experiences is going to remain constant. You have no measuring yardstick to measure any experience because it is ever changing.
समज आहे का मला मी भावनाचा काय अनुभव आहे. सगळा सर्वच आहे आणि चैतन्य नाही आहे. मला काय अनुभव आहे लागल्याचा अनुभव काय माझ्याकडे कारण सत्य विचार करण्यात गेला पाहिजे.
Nevertheless, although the experiences are ever changing, but the motive force behind it, the prime motive force behind it, the dynamic motive force is always there. It's ever there. I am that. I am that dynamic consciousness. He says now, I don't remember any of the experiences in the process of that dynamism of the consciousness. Why I don't remember? Because it's illusion.
होतं 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 कोण त्याच्या
So many incarnations have come and gone. But he says all those experiences are illusion.
कोणत्या बाजूने बघा आयुष्यात काय घडलेलं काय आहे मला माहिती त्यापैकी तुमच्या अशा माझ्याला कोणती आठवण राहील तुम्ही आधी आठवण राहणार नाही.
In your lifetime, you have encountered so many experiences, but no experience remains with you permanently. Finally, this experience that you are also is not going to remain with you as absolute.
दुकानात करून
It is mere entertainment.
एवढं जर तिकडे ना 5,000 आलो कसं झालं कुठला पण जेवलं अण्णा जेवलेला 5,000 आम्ही सारखं त्याला बोलली बसतो हा आमचा संसार हे आमची संसाराची आवड लक्षात ठेवा.
This association with this beingness, I amness, is mere entertainment. Just like purchasing a puppy for $5,000 and maintaining that pup, for what purpose? Merely to pass time, just for your entertainment.
He takes it on his bosom and sleeps it. चालेल.
She says she wants to retain this experience. So Maharaj said yes. Only that experience you are will go. Everything else will remain.
I think he left direct from Madras. He's not coming by Bombay.
But when
He's only gone for a week.
after a week
He'll be back in.
November 16th, 1980 evening.
ज्ञान म्हणजे का ज्ञान कसं मी तुम्हाला कळलं.
He says now you know what the knowledge is. Therefore he says you carry on the dialogue.
काय बोलतात ना ज्ञान म्हणजे काय कशाला ज्ञान विचारणे तुम्हाला कळलं बस.
Now you know very well what the knowledge is. Knowledge means what the consciousness is.
त्याला असं सांगतो
He is again repeating the same thing. Whatever knowledge you know of now, discuss that.
मग ते असं म्हणतो आता
Do you mean to say that you are not understood what the knowledge is? ज्ञान काय कळलं तर सुखाचा काय करणार? कळलं नाही तर करते काय असेल.
एकमेकांबद्दल बोलता आलं पाहिजे. तो जर गेला काय कळणार म्हणून बोलायला गेला तर तुम्हाला बोलता आलं पाहिजे. बोलता आलं पाहिजे.
You should be able to deliver a talk if you know what the knowledge is.
तुम्हाला कळलं आणि तुम्हाला काय सांगायचं वाटतं तुम्हाला
What the knowledge is. What further exposition do you expect?
काय सांगावं वाटतं तुला?
What do you expect out of him? What should he tell you further?
आपण म्हणजे काय कळलेलं आहे. असं म्हणजे आणि कसं आहे त्याच्यावर एवढंच आहे. आपण म्हणजे आपल्यासाठी काय आहे एवढं कळलं की सांगतो. कसं जागायचं नाही माझं.
He is telling you the inevitable. He says, you know what the knowledge is.
कसं वापरायचं त्याला नाही आहे.
Since you know it now, you know how to employ it, how to put to whatever use you want.
When one's still, not moving, meditating, yes, one has an approach of awareness, but to employ it, as Maharaj just said, I found it difficult. I think the surrender, what was said before, is the answer. Really to surrender to the situation when we have to act, because then it is difficult.
आपण सांगितलं की आता जाणीव काय समज आता पाहिजे तर उपयोग करा असं आपण सांगितलं. हे उपयोग काही न करणं, शब्द शांत असणं म्हणजे मी जाणीव.
ती जाणीव सांगितलेच करणार तुम्ही. जाणीव काय करून द्यायचं काळजी तिकडे करू शकता. तुम्ही आजकालची जाणले बोलण्या जेव्हा तुम्ही तिकडे करू शकता.
What can you do? He says, it is the consciousness that dictates you, that tells you, that inspires you to do something. Without consciousness, what can you do? त्या वापरता येणार नाही जाणीव अशी.
तर जाणीव मग तुम्हाला वापरा ना. तुम्ही एखादी जाणीव म्हणजे बोलची नाहीत का?
Are you different from consciousness? That you want to use consciousness? Or consciousness is going to use you?
वापरणार तुम्ही. वापरणार अगदी जाणीव बोलची.
So long as you are living and kicking, actions will be happening. Employing consciousness or consciousness employing you, whatever it is. तुमचं सांगितलं म्हणून शरणागती बरं वाटतं म्हणून. याने सांगितलं शरणागती.
शरणागती बरोबर सगळे पाठवतो.
So he was telling about Sharanagati, surrender, complete surrender. So in the morning I sent one lady out on this issue of Sharanagati, on the issue of surrender. So he asked me to tell you specifically.
Understood, but what was the issue?
No, he asked me to tell you this much. So no. Back to the inevitable.
मला लागेल दुःख नाही का ते? तुम्ही तर आलात नाही. तुम्ही तर हारत नाही. काम तुमचं झालंय. पण मी होत तुम्हाला उठून जाणून सांगणं म्हणजे मला राणीवर दुःख नाही का ते? तुमचे तुम्ही गेलं पाहिजे.
Body mind is not the doer, and the consciousness is, it is by the consciousness that things manifest. Therefore, is it ignorance, the way that I particularly continually focus on what to do, or let's say how to do things morally correct or with compassion and so on? Is this wrong to dwell on this?
देहमन काही करत नाही, फक्त जाणीवेला जे सुचतं की जाणीवेला जे होतं तेच देहमन करणार.
हो.
आता असं असताना मी ठरवायला मी दयाळू प्रमाणे वागायला पाहिजे, मी असं वागायला पाहिजे, तसं वागायला पाहिजे, असं ठरवणं म्हणजे मूर्खपणाच होतं, नाही अज्ञानातच होतं.
पण मला नको काय घ्यायला, मला वागवायला नको का?
Yes, he said initially until you channelize the mind, you have to do it. Until you transcend the mind, so long as you are in the grip of the mind, you have to manage all that.
Come on, ask now. All that then
Maharaj never suggests techniques for managing all that, but Maharaj suggests that
हे मनाला वागवायला काही आपण काही तंत्र काही सांगत नाही.
no.
पुन्हा सांगितलं की चैतन्य ज्ञान आहे.
So
That is the technique, that you are that manifest knowledge. You
पुन्हा नाम
are.
म्हणून आकार नाही आहे.
You don't have any form or shape. That is you are.
आणखीन एक वेगवेगळे सांगू का?
I have already told you this. Do you want me to repeat that again and again?
जाणीव आहे.
Oh.
म्हणून जगाला आत्मा आहे.
Oh. Since every being,
जगाला आत्मा कुठे आहे ना?
since every being has that knowledge I am, the entire universe is having a soul. In that knowingness of each person, each being, each worm, that knowingness is the very soul of the entire universe.
आपल्याला जाणलेला भक्त आहे की नाही? जाणलेचा उपयोग केल्याशिवाय परमात्मा करतो.
You worship something. When can you worship? Provided the knowledge you are is available. Which means you are worshipping the knowledge you are only. In a way.
कळायचं ते नाही कळा. त्या मुलीला उद्या मानणारी आहे. पण जाती धर्माची अविनाश आहे. शाश्वत.
This you are is a dynamic principle. That you are is a knowledge energy. This very knowledge you are. All powerful. Now by identifying with the body, you are trying to kill it. But it cannot be killed.
माझ्या अनुग्रह जगत कार्य बंद पडलंय.
Oh. So many people are born and they are dead. All the activities of the world, have they come to a stop?
बारीकशी जाणीव आहे की बारीकशी माणूस असल्याच्या जगात जगरूपाने विचार आहे. ते उडीत नाहीये.
Although that touch of I amness is like pinprick, very little. It is not that small. It occupies, it pervades the entire universe.
जगातल्या सगळ्या पोचावर परवानगी पण देव वापरून लिहिलं पाहिजे आणि अभिमाशी आणि ती जाणीव तो आहे जे ओळख.
The consciousness having activated so many beings, worms, insects, etc. That is in you.
कोणत्याच मुलाची मरणा नाही की कोणी काय म्हणणं कोणत्याच मुलाचं मरणाचं जग नाही. मग त्याची जाणीव मरत नाही.
With all this talk, it is now up to you to think that whether you are going to die or you are not going to die. The consciousness, you are the consciousness. And sit here quietly, like this. For how many days can you visit like this?
Why does one still persist in this entertainment of mind-body? What is it that keeps one from realizing it? In other words, somehow we desire to stay in mind-body, or I do. What is this factor? Is it fear or is it...
असं सगळं जाणीव वगैरे असताना व्यापी सर्व व्यापी वगैरे असं असून सुद्धा आम्ही हे देह मनात का अडकून पडतोय?
तुमच्या देहबुद्धीमुळे वातावरण एवढं आहे म्हणून.
It is your fault only.
Yes.
You have taken a fragment out of all this manifestation. This body as yourself.
एवढा देह मध्ये वातावरण म्हणून तू समजतो.
Out of this manifest universe, which is yourself, you have only taken a part share of that, a little fragment of that as yourself, when you are everything. Hence the misery, hence the trouble.
Why do I keep it then still? In spite of all the misery that I still...
इतकं सगळं दुःख असून सुद्धा मी देहच का मी मानून घेतो मी.
आम्ही सांगतो मानू नको.
That is your business. I am telling you not to accept body as yourself.
मानू नको.
I have been telling you not to accept body as yourself. But you are pleased to accept body as yourself. What can I do? Come on, you ask.
दिवसेंदिवस दुःखाचा सन्मान वाढतोय.
The more you identify with the body mind, the more you are going to collect or assimilate what is painful or what is miserable. If you are not the body, what are you going to do? Something good or bad for you? You have translated good or bad by rejecting the body mind as you are not. This mere talking will not do.
बाई नाही असं झालं पाहिजे.
No.
तू बाई नाही असं आहे कसं झालं पाहिजे म्हणलं ना.
You know emphatically that you are not a woman. With same emphasis, you must know that you are not the body. You must have that much conviction. Clear to you now?
Yeah. Thank you.
आपण म्हणून द्यायला भेटून आहे तुला तसंच दुःखाला वाढणार.
Let it be anybody. If he clasps the body as himself, he is bound to collect more misery for himself.
बाईंनी केव्हा कल्पना येत नाही तसे देवाने कल्पना येत नाही म्हणजे झालं पाहिजे.
Your conviction must be as per. You definitely know that you are not a woman. Even in dream also you will not accept that you are a woman. Like that you must have that firm conviction that I am not the body.
I understand that is very. I can feel that the truth of that is exactly right. It is that conviction which I lack. I know it in my head, but it's the conviction throughout. So then, of course, the question comes: how can I create or how can I find that conviction in myself? I can't create that conviction like I create everything else in my life. You know.
ही जी खात्री निर्माण करायची कशी हा प्रश्न पडतो. आता मी पुरुष आहे म्हणजे लहानपणामध्ये पुरुष आहे हे झालं. आता मी देह नाही हे म्हणणं एकदम असं म्हणणं नाही होणार नाही. ती खात्री करून घ्यायची कशी? मी दुसरं काही करू शकेन पण ही खात्री करायला जमत नाही. You give up spirituality if that is the problem. Give up spirituality.
ज्ञान पुन्हा होणार नाही.
You will not get the knowledge of spirituality with this orientation, with this attitude. To say that I am not this napkin, have I to put any effort to know that I am not this napkin? Now, am I required to say or repeat that I am not the napkin, I am not the napkin? All 24 hours I do use it, but I know I am not the napkin. Till the vital breath quits the body, I am going to use this body, but I am not the body.
ज्ञानाचे त्याच्या सत्वाचे रूप आहे. हे रूप द्याचं सत्वाचं आहे. द्याचं सत्व म्हणजे द्याचं सत्व घालताय.
You are using some article. It is broken, damaged or something. You know you are not the article. Similarly, this body is being used. It is shouting, screaming or doing all the activities. But you are not the body. This body is the image or is a storage or the storehouse of the food essence.
त्याचा गुण म्हणजे आपल्याला ज्ञान.
That's a good.
म्हणताना अन्नाचा
Food essence juice and its manifestation or its expression as a quality. That the quality or the expression is I am. आपण काय आहे म्हणून आता काय होतं असे प्रश्न केल्यावर आमचं मन पडतं बोथट. म्हणजे मन आम्हाला वापरता येत नाही. मग प्रश्न कसे करणार आम्ही? मग प्रश्न निघत नाही. म्हणजे अशी परिस्थिती असते. मी काय आहे व मी हे नाही ते नाही, सगळं सगळं संपलं, जगातलं सगळं संपलं, मी हे नाही म्हणून सांगायला. मग काय उरलंच नाही. मग उरलंय म्हणजे प्रश्नही नाही. मग विचार रहित आम्ही होऊन बसतो. मी तुम्ही काही नाही म्हणजे हा प्रश्नार्थक ह्यामध्ये बसतो आम्ही. आणि इकडे बसल्यावर ते मन बोथट झालेलंच, म्हणजे विचार रहित अवस्थेमध्ये बसतो आम्ही. पण आपण पुन्हा पुन्हा सगळा प्रश्न करा. आता प्रश्न करा म्हणजे बोथटपणानेच प्रश्न तयार करा.
पण सांगतो
हा?
येऊन बसतो म्हणून सांगतो.
हो पण बसलं हो ठीक आहे ना. पण आम्ही बसतो तर इकडे मन बोथट राहतं. मन पुन्हा चलबिचल करत नाही. आम्ही इकडे आलो नाही तर मन पुन्हा आपलं हे करेल. ते मनाला ठार मारून टाकायला बसावं लागणारच.
पण ते किती वेळ जन्मभर
जन्मभर काही नाही.
कच्चा कल्याण
डिस्चार्ज मारते इकडे ठीक होतो. पण बाहेर गेल्यावर ते काय
काय झालं कोण गेलं बाहेर
to plead for all of us.
Yes, yes.
So I told Maharaj, you are Ramana Maharshi has given us this sentence. Who am I? Is it? Who am I? And Maharaj is telling, what am I? So who am I? You know, I start saying or giving all the titles. I reject. I am not this. I am not this like that. Here also in the process of what am I reject everything as I am not. So finally I remain in a questioning mood, but without no reply, no question and no thought. So I remain in that. And my mind becomes absolutely blunt. And it cannot fabricate any questions. With those questions, what am I or who am I? So by sitting here, our mind remains blunt, at least for the period when we sit here. So just sitting here, we are free from mind. So that it helps us. The moment we go out, again the mind is active. It will bring out silly questions. So we prefer to sit here, even though we have no questions to ask, because the mind is blunted here. So no questions can come up. So Maharaj says that doesn't mean that for the whole lifetime you are going to sit here.
एवढं एक म्हणजे ज्ञान झालं का काहीतरी नाव सांगितलं म्हणजे कळलं की नाही. मग आता तू मुंबई चैतन्य आहे विष्णू आहे मुंबई हा ते कोण शकतो.
Because suppose now you ask a question, who am I? You are asking a question, who am I? And suppose somebody tells you, you are the Brahman. Does it mean you got the knowledge? We accept a title on yourself, oh I am the Brahman. Does it mean you stabilize in the knowledge? Normally it is only like this. You accept another concept.
देवाचे नाव आमचं नाव आमचं नाव चल नाव घेणं म्हणजे कळलं कुठली गोष्ट.
Like that we pile up concepts or after concepts in us. More rubbish.
He's talking about getting the conviction, I am not the body, established. That seems to me that when one is established in beingness, there are no ideas and no concepts at all. There is nothing which says, I am the body, but at the same time there is nothing which says, I am not the body. To me, I am not the body is as much a concept as I am the body. And if one is practicing beingness properly, then neither of those ideas are present. And that's the balance.
मी देह नाही आणि मी म्हणजे जाणीवच. आता मी जेव्हा जाणीवच असतो तेव्हा काही प्रश्नच उद्भवत नाहीत, काही विचारच नाही. म्हणजे मी देह नाही हा सुद्धा विचार येणार नाही.
जाणीव नसतो तेव्हा जाणीव नसतो तेव्हा जाणीव नसते केव्हा.
He says when you are only being, when you are stabilized only in being, that means sometimes you are not stabilized in being. When are you not the being? He asks. You are always the being. When are you not the being?
ध्यान करतो ध्यान का घेऊ शकतो.
When you are not the being, what are you? And can you meditate when you are not the being? When you are not the consciousness, when the consciousness is not there, can anything meditate?
It's there all the time. Except that the being is there all the time, that there is never a time when I am not the being. But sometimes, on top of the being, ideas appear. Now, to me, it seems that all the ideas are wrong. They are outgrowths from this being, and I am not the body is an equally false concept as I am the body. And to be in being is to be without either concept properly.
मी जाणीव नेहमीच
दिवस म्हणजे जाणीव, रात्र म्हणजे जाणीव. जाणीव नका रात्र दिवस कुठे आहे?
The whole person didn't reach him. He says all the 24 hours knowingness only, this consciousness only. Where are the moments without your beingness?
जाणीव नसताना दिवस नाव कोणाचे, रात्र नाव कोणाचे?
If the being, if you are, if the being is not there, where is the day, where is the night? So what are you going to give this title of day or night if you are not? It's not child's play, self-knowledge. तर हे म्हणतायत मी ही जाणीव आहे, जाणीव नेहमीच आहे. आता जाणीवर एक कल्पना येते, मी देह आहे का देह नाही.
पण जाणीव जाणवत राहते.
It's not only one concept.
जगाही नसते.
There might be million concepts.
जग नाही. जाणीव दिवस नाही, रात्र नाही.
And there will be concepts, not only one concept, there will be million concepts. Still, this persists. Beingness is the essential feature. Beingness must be there. These are all concepts exist.
दिवसाही कोण म्हणेल, रात्रही कोण म्हणेल? जाणीव नसते का?
When the beingness is not, if the beingness is not, who can say this is the day or this is the night?
ब्रह्मज्ञान, आत्मज्ञान, अंतर्ज्ञान आहे?
Without consciousness, where is the question of Brahmajnan? Where is the question of Atmajnan, self-knowledge or the knowledge of the Brahman?
ज्ञान म्हटलं की जाणीव असलीच नसते.
When you say the knowledge, the knowingness or the consciousness must be there.
जाणीव आहे, जाणीव नसताना दिवस आहे.
Could there be daylight if you are not? Could there be night if you are not? And pretentiously you think that you are a jnani.
दिवस आहे कोण म्हणेल?
Very simple affair. If the consciousness is not, if the knowingness is not, who is there to say the day is there or the night is there?
During all this stuff, we are asked to give up the jnana. Now, then there is one. In all this stuff, ultimately we are asked to give up the jnana also has to go. Jnana, so now this is the reason. Now, today's talk, the jnana must be there to do this and that, this and that. So, when you remove the jnana, nothing remains. And how to remove that? To remove that also jnana must be there. To remove jnana must be there.
म्हणे आजपर्यंत.
अरे हो ते पदार्थच दिसत आहे जाणीव. टाकायचे काय त्याच्यात? त्या पदार्थ आपलं म्हणजे गेलेली.
Where is the question of rejecting or throwing it out? This knowingness is the product of the food essence body, of the objective world. When this food essence gets exhausted or consumed, that is going to quit. It is going to terminate or subside.
Yes, no?
Yes, but during all
सर्वांचं जन्म आहे. हे सगळ्यांनी पलीकडे आहे.
Jnani is beyond all these affair, all this business of consciousness. Having known that consciousness is the product of this objective food essence body.
17th November 1980, morning session begins.
November 1980 morning.
Has no special question because the only thing is that
You know, founded foundation, 57. We started there for 100 classes as well. But
When you say that, I can't answer, before the answer comes out. Before the answer comes out of you, when you say I can't answer it, he's perfect. Since you are following the pursuit of spiritual travel, you are now following some sweet control. At least the fact is, you see that you are worshipping the knowledge I. That at least is visual. The knowledge I that you are now worshipping. When you worship it, when you surrender to it, when you have the full attention on this knowledge I, it will reveal to you why you have come in contact with the body.